So boom. So boom. So the Cleveland Cavaliers might actually be like that. Within their last 5 or 6 games or so, they have been performing like legitimate title contenders. Shut up and take a look. February 21st against the New York Knicks. Beat the brakes off them. Okay, now let's look at the 23rd. The 25th. Oh yeah, February 28th against the big bad Boston Celtics. They were even down 25-3. Huge first quarter deficit. And they still came back and won. Oh yeah, they did it in Boston, by the way. They're playing amazing hoops, man. If you're a Cavs fan, you love to see this. But now let's look at this team across the board. But first, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button below. Because if you don't, I'm going to personally make sure that Nico Harrison is your next GM. And trust me, nobody wants that. Currently, the Cavs aren't only the first seed in the Eastern Conference, they have the best record in all of basketball. The tenacity and style of play that I'm seeing from this team is really the stuff you see from championship contenders, and that's not even an exaggeration. If you look back at the last 40 years of NBA champions, with the exception of about 3 or 4 teams, there's one recurring constant in every year, and that's a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. You need to be able to put the ball in the basket at a very high level when the game starts to slow down, and you also need to be able to get stops. And as of today, the Cleveland Cavaliers are ranked as the best offense in the NBA and are ranked as the 7th best defense. Not to mention, they stole DeAndre Hunter at the end of the trade deadline for practically nothing. For free. Okay, so top 10 offense and top 10 defense. So boom, check and check. Now, another recurring constant is having one bona fide superstar and having compared with one or more other all-stars. Here come Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Boom, check and check. And to anyone who thinks Donovan Mitchell isn't a superstar, this is a man who is capable of scoring 71 points on any given night. How many guys are like that in the league? There's like maybe him and Dame. Who else can do that? It doesn't even make sense. If he's not a bona fide star, I don't know who is. So now, history also tells us you 1, need a great coach, and 2, a reliable supporting cast. Because come playoff time, it's inevitable that your superstars are going to get doubled and sometimes even triple teamed. Oh, what do you know? Cleveland is also top 10 in bench production. Check and check. Now finally, I've saved this for last, but it's becoming the most important piece in every single championship contender in the last, since the Curry era. You need shooters. You need them. You can't live without them. It's mandatory, it's necessary, it's beyond a doubt. You just need shooters.
You need me. You need me to save you. You do.
I'm talking about guys that seriously got that thing on them. I'm talking about like they could go from a decent player to prime Klay Thompson on just a special night when you need them most. The Mike Millers, the Shane Battiers, the Ray Allens. I'm talking people cut from that cloth. Because ultimately, this is what puts you over the top. Especially during those slow and gruesome possessions that happen at the end of the postseason where you don't quite have your legs under you to go into the paint like you normally do. You need shooters. You need shooters. You do. Well, Cleveland is ranked first in three-point percentage and second just behind the Boston Celtics in three-pointers made, who literally take the most threes out of anyone almost in history. Also, the Cavs have 4 different guys they can rely on who are all top 50 in three-point percentage. Mitchell, Garland, DeAndre Hunter, and last but not least, Ty Jerome, who's 4th in the league in three-point percent shooting, and he shoots 44%. So boom, check. So can we now all finally agree that the Cleveland Cavaliers are title contenders?
Batista, the Cavs play in the Eastern Conference. Their competition isn't anything like what OKC and the Lakers have to deal with on a night-to-night basis.
Oh yeah, well the Cavs are 27-3 against teams over 500. Funnily enough, most of their losses are actually to teams below 500. But since you insist, for reference, the Boston Celtics are 22-7 and OKC is 24-2 against teams over 500. Comment down below, do you believe the Cavs are real title contenders or are they just phonies like the Oklahoma City Thunder?
So do you believe now? Now do you finally believe in the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yeah, well, I don't either. He didn't vote. Batista out. Peace.